What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm once again joined by Tyler. We are back for another video in our Pirates of the Caribbean community series, a community series that airs on our channel every other Friday, where we talk about Pirates of the Caribbean related content. Now, in this video, we want to double back to something that we've talked about kind of in passing in the past couple videos about the petition to bring Johnny Depp back as Jack Sparrow. Now, I believe when we did even the videos of Jack Sparrow or Johnny Depp being fired, or when we did the video of why Johnny Depp needs to be rehired by Disney, a lot of the comments, a lot of people were putting the petition to bring him back in the comments, okay? And, you know, we saw that. We definitely saw that in the comments. But a thing that we're going to talk about in this video is, will it work? Like, what does this actually get us? We're in a world, I think, over the past several years even, of a lot of petitions. We just got done with a petition that's well over 1 million signatures to remake Game of Thrones Season 8, which we did a video on, and, you know, we covered that to death. When it comes to, and obviously, when there is petitions, you have to think about what can actually get done. What are we showing with the petition? Is there a chance that it actually can work? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So the petition to bring Johnny Depp back is not as big, not even nearly as big as this Game of Thrones one. We're recording this pretty darn early, and it's only around 15,000 signatures where we are. Maybe by the time it comes out, it's 20, 25, 30,000, but let's consider it being under 100,000, 200,000 signatures. That's a lot of people. It's not the most people in the world, but it is a kind of a collection of people coming together to speak their mind on Johnny Depp needing to be rehired by Disney. So, Tyler, firstly, what do you think about this? Like, what do you think about the people getting together saying that Johnny Depp needs to be rehired and making a petition? And secondly, you know, with the petitions, like I said, with Game of Thrones, do you think this petition will do anything? Do you think maybe it's not even geared towards that? Do you think it's just to show that people want him back? What do you think about the petition and what it can do in general?
Well, I just think, I mean, it's really the same. I guess I'm gonna have the same response I have had about the Game of Thrones petition, the season 8 of Game of Thrones petition. The same response that I had on social media, which I know not everybody follows me on social media. Probably nobody follows me on social media, which is fine. But it's basically this: it's not going to do anything. But I'm not diminishing it, because it's not going to do anything to make Disney say, oh, well, you know what? Hey, there's 200,000 people, they signed it. It's the law. We have to do it. They're really not going to care, but they are at the same time. And we had, you know, there's other videos, and we talked about why Disney's probably not going to bring Johnny Depp back. And, you know, you can go watch those, because I'm not going to go into it, because then the video would be way too long. But Disney's not really going to care if there's 500,000 signatures or 1 million signatures. They're really not. And all it's really allowing people to do is be able to speak their mind. It's one of the only ways, even for us, like on this community series, this is one of Alex and I's ways of basically telling Disney, you know, we're not happy with what you're doing with Pirates of the Caribbean. There's no way, think of it, there's no way for us to vote. Disney does not put out a vote every single year asking fans or people, regular people or whatever, for any of their films. They don't give out like a poll. They don't give out a vote saying, well, here's what we're thinking about for the next 5 years of our Disney live-action movies. What do you guys want to see us make? Here's what we have planned for Marvel when they announced the Phase 4, which is in July. Here's what we're looking at for Phase 4 of Marvel. What do you guys think? Do you like this? Vote on it and let us know. We're gonna change our schedule, and you know, we're gonna accommodate you guys what you guys want. And then when we have the movie, then we're gonna tell you who we're looking at to cast, and we're gonna have you guys vote on casting. They obviously. And it's funny because we all know that that's not how Hollywood works. That's not how anything really can work. Imagine if everything, they had to go through us and they had to please us. You can't please everybody. You just can't. And how do we know that? Well, we know that because we've done videos about, you know, here's why Jack Sparrow's not going to be probably in future Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean fans simply either they don't watch or they just don't agree and they say that, Pirates of the Caribbean is nothing without Jack Sparrow. So, when you have people like that, how is Disney gonna have a vote? How are they gonna try to accommodate everybody, all Pirates of the Caribbean fans, if you have people like us who say, no, you don't need Jack Sparrow. He is not Pirates of the Caribbean. He's very, he's definitely a part of it, but he is not the only character that you need to continue the franchise. So there's people like that, and then there's people who say, no, you need Jack Sparrow. He is Pirates of the Caribbean. He's the only way forward, and without him, you can't continue the franchise. Disney can't accommodate, they can't please both sides. So, obviously, on top of, they would never do that in a million years because it's just stupid. Knowing that's how we know, like, the petition doesn't matter because they don't care. They can't care because there's things that they have to do. They have lawyers. There's just so many things with looking at, the Johnny Depp stuff. I know that he did not beat up his wife. I know that the wife actually beat him up. But there's still there's drug problems. There's just all these different things. There's, Johnny Depp doesn't really bring in money like he used to. And then you can look at, and that would be like financial advisors that are on these films and in the writing rooms and those type of things. So, or not the writing rooms, like when they're pitching movies or like thinking of what they're going to do, and then you're like, okay, well, we need to look at the analytics. So those type of people those are the main reasons, or those are the main things that Disney and any movie production company looks at before they cast somebody, before they even greenlight a movie. Those are the things that they look at. They don't care about a petition. They can't. It's just kind of silly, especially because technically I could do myself, I could do my mom, I could do my dad, I could do my brother that I don't have. So you just make up names and it's like, do you want to sign your email? No, I want to do, or I can do it anonymously. I could do it. I could sign it 30 times if I really wanted to. So it's they're not accurate. It's not every single fan I haven't done it. Alex hasn't. So and think of it. Alex and I, we have a Pirates of the Caribbean community series on YouTube. We're the largest Pirates. I love to say it because it's the truth. We're the largest Pirates channel on YouTube, or Pirates of the Caribbean channel on YouTube. And Alex and I, the head of it, that doesn't mean that we're not true fans. But Alex and I, who are the head of it, we both have not signed the petition. So it's and I guarantee you a lot of you haven't signed it either. So that's just another reason why Disney can't look at these petitions, because people can sign them multiple times. Even if they don't, it's not every single fan. Just like in an election, not everybody goes to vote. Yeah, the majority of the people do, so they go off of that. It's a little bit different. But you're not asking every single Pirates of the Caribbean fan, like, well, what do you guys think? What do you want us to do with our money? So, it's just like, in a way, it's just kind of silly. But at the same time, although nothing will come out of it, at the same time, you are, however many people do it, even if 200,000 people do it, 200,000 people are letting Disney know the only way that they can, because maybe they don't have a decent sized, our channel keeps growing, they don't have a decent sized YouTube channel to be able to do that kind of stuff. If Disney even checks it. On Twitter or Facebook or whatever, Disney doesn't care about that stuff. They're not reading those type of things. So really, I guess what I'm saying is there's no way for people to really let Disney or any production company know how they feel about what they're doing with a film or a franchise that they love. So really the only way is a petition. And again, what we're doing here, that's our way. And talking with you guys, that's our way. And some of our videos have done really well. So if they want to see that, I mean, really, if you think about it, if they type in Pirates of the Caribbean 6, a lot of the videos that they're going to see are ours. So they're going to see our ideas. They're going to see that kind of stuff. So I don't know. So maybe they do see our stuff. I'm not sure. But a petition really is the best way to kind of let them know I'm not happy. And again, they're not going to do anything about it, but it is known. So if you've signed that petition, I'm not telling you like you're dumb for signing it because nothing's going to happen. That's actually not what I'm saying at all. In a way, I'm saying good job because although it's not going to lead to anything, that's kind of okay. You're still letting them know I'm not happy. You need to bring Johnny Depp back. He didn't do it, so bring him back. You have no reason to, and I agree. Yeah, and that's really it. So now, I mean, Disney knows no matter what, there's 100,000 people, 200,000 people, whatever, amount of people that aren't happy with what they've done with Pirates of the Caribbean. And I'm sure they do care a little bit. Maybe not a lot. I mean, they probably, maybe they rolled their eyes or something, or maybe they kind of looked at each other and like, well, our hands are tied. I mean, what are we going to do? They want somebody who just is not good for us right now. Or, it's a lot of money, and we don't have a money problem. Trust me, tickets are like $800, and we make billions of dollars just on Marvel stuff alone. So, money's not the issue, but money's the issue because we put in a lot of money. These movies take time, and they're just not making as much as they used to make. So it's almost just it's just kind of not worth it for us anymore. So what are we supposed to do? If we do a reboot, they don't really want a reboot because they all want Johnny Depp. If we did a Disney Plus show, as long as Johnny Depp's not on it, they don't care. So it's kind of like we're just throwing money away and hoping that there's people that show up and it makes it worth it for us. Or we could just make other movies that are either new or a continuation of movies that have done well, and we'll make money and it'll be a success. So why would we put in effort and time and money into something, no matter what, even if you have infinite amount of money, why would you ever say, you know what, I'm just going to blow this amount of money just because? Disney, no matter what, they're a business. And they do have expenses, and I'm sure they lose a lot of money every single year. So you're not going to add to that if you really want to, especially if they keep opening these Galaxy Edge parks and who knows what, the Star Wars land. They keep opening all these parks. I mean, that costs a lot of money. So you're not going to just say, you know what, let's just blow almost $1 billion on a movie that's not even going to make anywhere near that. It's just not worth it. So I get what they're looking at, and I get where everybody else on our side's coming from. And if you want to sign the petition, because it is kind of letting them know, like, no, we do want another Pirates film. We do want Johnny Depp back. So if you're willing to take Johnny Depp back, and if they maybe they'll say, you know what, let's just do it. Maybe it works out. Maybe it does really well. And they would know, well, you know what, there was 200,000 people that we know. There's 200,000 people. Okay, maybe a handful of them signed the petition 10 times. That doesn't really affect 200,000. If there's 200,000 people that we know want another Pirates film with Johnny Depp, we know, you could calculate how much that is per ticket. That's quite a bit of money. Maybe I'll even do it. Let's say the average ticket's $9. That's $1.8 million just from those people. Not a lot, but still, it's $1.8 million just from them. So, I mean, it's kind of like, maybe we will just give it a shot. So I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't really do anything, yet it does. It's kind of a weird thing.
I completely agree. I think Tyler nailed it with, there's a lot to consider with it if you're Disney, but the biggest thing, what Tyler was saying with the petition and what it means is exactly what Game of Thrones, and what we were talking about with Game of Thrones, it's a way for us to speak up. It's a way for us to give our thoughts on the situation. And if you look at it, technically it's a little bit different than Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones was already happening. They had finished filming a year ago, and people are doing the petition now saying that, you know, we are unhappy with it, but there's only one episode left at that point. So that was, you know, but yet again, I don't think anybody actually signed that petition to get the season 8 remade. Okay, and a lot of people took that angle to it and took the whole, these people are clueless and brainless for thinking that. That was never the case in the first place. And when it comes to Pirates, it's kind of the same thing. But like Tyler was saying, Disney cannot look at that petition and base their decision off of it, because no matter how many people sign it, it's still, honestly, it's just not going to be enough. It's a way for us to voice our opinion. It's a way for us to say we do not like the decision that you guys are making for Johnny Depp not being rehired. But that's pretty much it. It's just to say that we dislike it. And like Tyler said, YouTube is our way. This is our platform that we get to talk about it. The petition, to a lot of people, is their way. It's their only way to talk about it. And that's good for them. Props to them. Like Tyler said, I agree. If you're going to sign it, that's awesome. Go ahead, sign it, spread the word, get people to sign it. I guess, and like Tyler said, we're not calling you dumb. We're not saying don't sign it. But what we're kind of warning you is that it's not going to do anything. If you wake up one day and the petition has 1 million signatures, I wouldn't be throwing a party saying Johnny Depp is going to get rehired, because no matter, I think, how many signatures get put on those, and it will never, I don't think, reach 1 million in the first place, it's not going to affect the decision to bring Johnny Depp back. You know, like Tyler said, you have to look at the person. You have to look at what Disney's looking at as well. And Johnny Depp, money-wise, his trouble, you know, legal stuff. There's so many things to look at. It's just not a good fit. And, you know, maybe they do bring him back. But if they bring him back, it's not going to be because of the petition. It'll be for some other reason. It'll be because they decided. You know, James Gunn, I don't know if there was a petition to bring him back. I never looked it up in the time that he was fired. But even if there was, they hired him back, right? It was not because of a petition. Or if there wasn't one, then that's another thing to even look at. There wasn't even a petition to rehire James Gunn, and he was still rehired. So you don't need a petition to do that. The petition doesn't show Disney or doesn't tell Disney you must rehire Johnny Depp, because ultimately, they're them, we're us. We don't have any say in what they do. The only thing we do have a say in is spending our money. And I guess we did a pretty decent job showing them that we liked Pirates 5. We didn't do the greatest job, but I think that was just their expectation level. They set it too high for Pirates 5. That is really the only way that we show them. And you know what? If they do reboot the franchise, that's your time to show them that you do or you do not like the decision. If you care about Pirates, and we've talked about it before, and I'm sure we'll talk about it in the future, whether we spend money or not, or whether we take time out of our lives to watch a possible Disney Plus show, that'll be the deciding factor. If showing them that we care or don't care about what they're doing in Pirates of the Caribbean, going on their rides, staying in their hotels, those are the kind of things that we can do to show them. Signing a petition is one thing, but it's not. It doesn't have the magnitude. It doesn't speak with money that all the other ways do. So, you know, we just want to talk about that. I've seen the petition online a bunch. Like I said, we've seen it on even our videos. We've seen people post the petition as like a comment. So I just felt like we should probably have this video discussing it. And we want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this petition? Did you sign it yet, or are you going to sign it in general? And do you expect it to actually work? What are you expecting this petition to actually do? Let us know. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now, and hit that bell icon. Again, we do these Pirates of the Caribbean Community Series videos every other Friday. We're going to be doing another one in 2 weeks. We're going to be talking about a possible announcement, and we got a few more videos. We're going to be discussing our Pirates of the Caribbean Community Series in those next couple videos, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So we thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.